Hello friend, I'm very sure you would love to watch this particular video because it deals with something called Amazon Web Service, and that is AWS. aws.amazon.com/console. If I hit the enter, here it brings me and I've already logged into it, sign into the console. As I click on this, and that would open my AWS control panel. So from here you would be able to see all the different instances or the functionalities that is there. Right now what I have done is that I've already created one EC2 instance. So let me click on this, and here it comes. You can see one instance is running. So let me click on the instance name, and I've given the name as Docker because that's what I want to work on, since Docker is a container which would provide me different environment for performing deployment. And as you can see, my instance is running, and this is the private IP address, and this is the DNS. I can use this DNS to show the web application. But you know what when I will stop this application, and then this IP address will get changed. If I want to have a fixed IP address, I need to go for elastic IP address, which I don't want at this time because this is a payable. So now what I will be doing is that I will try to connect to my terminal. Let me close the terminal over here and let me connect to this. And as I come down over here, I will be using SSH, secure socket connectivity. I will be using that, and I've already downloaded the PEM file when I created the EC2 instance. So what I will be doing first is that I will copy this and then I will open the terminal. But I have to go to the folder. Let me zoom it first. I have to go to the folder where my this particular PEM file is there. So let me show you that right now I'm in the I'm in the home directory. So let's come to the document. So cd document, I hit the enter. Inside the document I've created one Docker folder by the name Docker. I've given that name. Let me clear the screen and let me paste this particular command which I've copied from here. And as I provide over here, you will see something. What is there? It is trying to use the PEM file with the help of SSH, and this is the name of the public public DNS. So now I hit the enter, and as I do that, it will not ask me to enter the username and password because everything is present inside this file. And now I have successfully logged into the terminal, and see over here, this is the default user, and this is the IP address of the EC2 instance which I am using. So I have successfully connected to my EC2 instance with the help of the terminal, Unix terminal present in the Mac, and the similar thing I can do it with the help of FileZilla. So let's come to the FileZilla over here, and I would be going to the location where I have kept this particular PEM file. As you can see, it's present inside the document directory. So how important is this? And now if I go and click on the connect button, I would be able to connect to the EC2 instance, to the AWS, and here it is. I am already inside the user EC2-user, that is a user given by AWS by default. So now what I will be doing is that I can take you to the root directory. So let me bring you to the root directory from here. Let me remove these folders, and I hit the enter, and that will bring me to the root directory of the EC2 instance which I have created. The same thing I can do it from the terminal also. So if I write cd root and I hit the enter, that would bring me to the root directory. From the home directory of the user, I came to the root directory over here. Well, let me clear the screen, and I would love to see these folders that is present inside the root directory with the help of a command called ls long listing. So here is the listing, rather not long listing, /-t would give me the long listing. -l rather, I mean ls-l would have given me the long listing. Okay, and as you can see over here, the bin, boot, dev, all these folders which you can see right in the FileZilla, all those things you can see from here as well. Okay, now what I would love to show you is that I've already activated the Docker over here, and to work on the Docker I need to change from the user to the super user. For that reason I have to go for sudo-i, and this would switch me from the user, and now see I'm the root, I'm the super user. Previously I was working on the user, and now I'm the super user. Now what I will do is that I would love to show you the version of the Docker which I've installed. So docker -- version, and here it goes. I have installed the latest version, that is Docker version 25. And let's see the info, Docker info, info, and it will show me that I'm working on the Amazon Linux 2 because the Docker has been installed in this OS. And over here, if I scroll up, there are 5 containers are there. Yes, I have got 5 containers, and I have implemented 2 images, and these 2 images I will be showing you what are these images are, and this is what the configuration you have to do it. In my upcoming videos I will be working on the swarm. This is a very important part of the Docker configuration. And let's come down over here and let me show you the images. So what do I mean by images? So let me write Docker hyphen images. Right now if you see over here, I have got ng-inx, which is very important for the web server configuration. Now with the help of ng-inx, what I will be doing is that I will be able to host my web application. And that's what I will be showing over here. And certbot I need for the SSL configuration, which I'm yet to configure. I've just installed it, but it's not yet configured. So for that reason, the web application will open HTTP rather than HTTPS. So HTTP means I will be working on port 44, port number 80, and HTTPS would have been port number 443. Okay, so it's fine. So now let me show you the present processes that are running in the Docker. So Docker PS, this will show me the processes that is running. See over here, the nginx is running right now, so that is absolutely what I needed, and it is working at the port number 80. So anybody can reach, that means over here if you see the IP address is all 4 zeros, that means anybody can reach it. But again, at the end of this video I will be stopping my service because I'm using the free account. Otherwise it is available, or anybody from any IP address can access at the port 80. Okay, let me show you how do I access the page. So let's come to the EC2 instance over here, and this is the public IP public DNS, domain naming server system. So let's open the address. Let me copy this one. Let me open it over here, but it will not work by default because it is targeting HTTPS, and as I said, I didn't implemented the SSL configuration yet, so I will go and hit the enter, and as you can see, the welcome to nginx is working perfectly fine in HTTP. Okay, so by default when you are working on Docker, if you implement nginx, it would be working on HTTP unless and until you do the configuration of HTTPS. Okay, so overall I can tell that this is going to be a very important part, because the upcoming, as I already have worked on the hosting, at the same time AWS configurations are very important for the DevOps functionalities, and after all, when you are working on the cloud, you need to implement it in the, like, you need to have the concept of AWS or Google Cloud Platform or even Microsoft Azure. So for that reason I opted for AWS for the time being. I would love to work on the different functionalities, so for that reason I have implemented Docker over here, and definitely in my upcoming days I will be using Docker to perform the configuration of my web application. Okay, and in that regard nginx will surely play a very important role. So that's all from this video presentation. The next video presentation I will be showing few more functionalities of AWS. Okay, until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.